And so they're super involved in the arts, and you'll get to hear more about this later, but they're also well-traveled and have been to India this last summer. They spent 3 months in rural India doing some things with art and sculpting, pottery, and yeah, that's correct, and I'll get into that more. So without further ado, give your full attention to Blayze Buseth.
Okay, so my name is Blayze Buseth. I'm a local artist in town, and I feel extremely fortunate to be able to share my journey through life as an artist. It's kind of, when Mark reached out and asked me to be a speaker for you guys, I was very much like, are you sure you want an artist here? Typically artists kind of get a bad rep. Especially, when I was growing up, I didn't really believe there was an opportunity for artists in this world. I also thought that the only artists that ever really made it in our culture really was after they were dead, then their artwork was worth something. So that's kind of the myth I grew up with, and I hope that I'm trying to change the view of that. So I feel like there's going to be a few themes within this talk. I've got you for about 40 minutes or so, so I'm hoping to keep you entertained. But basically, it might get a little existential, where I kind of speak personally about my experience through certain kind of life events that I've had while pursuing art. I'm also going to kind of speak through an entrepreneurial lens, where trying to pursue life as an artist, creating different opportunities, whether teaching or creating artwork, I've had to kind of forge my own route, and I think you'll start to see how that comes into play. And also this kind of artistic lens. So a few little highlights that I want to share with you, because I guess we should go back. I graduated in 2012. I'm 31 years old right now. It doesn't feel like it. I might look it, but it doesn't feel like it. And when I was, a senior, I really didn't know what I wanted to do in life. I knew I wanted to create, but you'll kind of see how this unfolds. But I've started to see that life is a bridge and not necessarily a goal. That we should appreciate the journey that we take throughout this experience and not just seek out specific points as the most, that we don't experience happiness until we attain something. I think we should really take part in the full journey. And also that life is happening to you guys in this moment. This is really the only moment that exists, is this present point. Me in this room with all of you, and then you as you continue throughout your days. These points are important, and they're adding up to something. Another is that I've kind of started to try to see others as other versions of myself. It's just kind of my way of taking on that golden rule idea of treat others as you want to be treated. But I kind of take that a little step further as just thinking that other people are just kind of other, they could have been me if I had been born and raised in that circumstance. And if I had gone through their experiences, I could have been shaped and molded in that way. But instead, I am who I am, and I can have some empathy and some compassion and acceptance for how other people have lived their lives.